Welcome to Ladies versus Gentlemen, the show where we pit guys and gals against each other in the ultimate battle of wits.
Or will we? Starring your hosts Micah Herrera and Cienna Webb. Let's dive into today's topic and see who's right.
Good morning, fashion fellas and Vogue models. Welcome back to Ladies versus Gentlemen. This is Cienna, your host, and today we are covering my personal favorite, fashion.
And I'm Micah, the other host, and I'm here by force.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I forced him to be here. I see that you have a very fashionable outfit for Fashion Week.
You too. And since today's St. Patrick's Day, you know, she wore green today, guys. So
yeah. I just figured I'm like green all over.
Yeah.
I don't even know what percent Irish I am.
Hey, I think Samuel would really appreciate your greenness.
Yeah. Is he part Irish? We'll have to see.
We have to see. We have to ask
I'll fact check it.
Anyways. So we got some statistics that we have to talk about?
Yeah. So mine, I just grabbed a couple of these online.
Okay.
And I just noticed that there's a lot of like women dressing up a lot more than men. You know, I feel like girls are a lot more keen to like being fashion forward. No offense, but like full offense.
Yeah,
no. You guys
I agree.
do better. Like you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try.
So the most quoted statistic is that women wear between 20 to 30% of their available wardrobe. Granted, this is still terrible, but men are even worse at an abysmal 10 to 13%. So even though we have a lot of clothes, we don't wear them all that often. But then I thought it was interesting because it's like men are even worse.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Man, I feel like some men that dress up, they're just like, I don't care, putting on clothes and then walking out of the door. But I'm like, you got to really try, buddy. Like, you got to, like, the way you go out is like your image to show other people.
Yeah. So I have another one. According to a study, women were more likely than men to compare their face and bodies to other same-sex persons whom they perceived as having either similar or better physical qualities than themselves in those body domains, with their most likely comparison tendency being upward social comparison. So that was just looking at like why women dress up more. Mm-hmm. And personally, as a woman, I think, this is my opinion, I mean, most girls that I talk to, they're like, I'm dressing up for myself. Like a lot of people, I've gotten some accusations in the past where people are like, wow, you dress so nice. Like, who are you trying to impress? And I'm like, I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm trying to impress myself. No. Yeah. And I'm also not like looking towards like a man and stuff. Like that's hard.
Yeah.
Like that's hard to be like, hey man, look how well I dress while you're dressed up in like a sweatpants and
people do like they brag about how they wear their stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead with your side?
Sure. So the statistic that I read up on was that it's about like a market thing for men, how much clothing they buy. So the global men's wear market was valued at 900.24 billion in 2023 and is a project to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 6.8% from 2024 to 2023. That right there, what I just read right now, I think like you look at the numbers and I'm like, I wonder what it is like right now at 2025. And that's not, it gets me thinking now, I'm like, what is the value that women spend on clothing in today's society? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just growing rapidly for the men. This shows that fashion matters more to men, especially to younger generations. You know what I'm saying? Like the next gen people right after us. So even brands are responding with new designs and styles. So that's like what my opinion is about this statistic about.
Okay.
So I was like, do you have any thoughts about what I just...
Well, I'm like thinking like, do you think like men are more inclined to dress up more nowadays?
I think so. Well,
yeah.
I you know what I got this at? Do you know H&M? in the mall.
H&M. Oh my gosh, you found that at H&M?
Yeah.
H&M is like the most basic, plain.
Yeah, but they have you like this is a
It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, like how, and it was $5, and I'm like, this does not look like $5.
It looks great. That's fire. Honestly, it's so fun, and that's another thing. It's a little frustrating for me. Drifting into hot takes. That's our next segment. We're gonna do some hot takes because we don't have a guest today, unfortunately. So no interview questions. But what?
I said wait.
But I did want to talk about how men dressing up, like that stereotype of like, oh my gosh, that man dresses up, that means he's gay. Like I've met some straight men that dress pretty well. Like, I don't think it is like, well, obviously it's like, well, I don't know. Cause it's like, you go to like things like Men's Warehouse and you see these tailors, and I see it online where it's, they do such a great job, with like just tailoring it to the men's body. And like, I feel like there's somewhat of a balance, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I don't have any, I don't think there's any correlation between like gay men dressing well and men like not dressing well. Maybe it's because it's like a mindset where it's like, oh, the man is more like, whatever. Like, I don't need to impress anybody, but maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about gay men, but
yeah, me either.
That's my hot take. I mean, I knew one guy here, like he dressed super well and everybody thought he was gay, but he was very straight. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
What about you?
I guess I could really relate to yours. Just mine's a little bit more off from yours a little bit. But so it says here, should both genders be allowed to wear skinny jeans? I think so, because a lot of people nowadays, I used to wear skinny jeans back in high school, but they were almost like the fit ones, but they were like the cut, you know what I'm talking about? Like the cut ones. But because people really like, I don't know, like women, they wear skinny jeans, you know, and people, they do make comments. They're like, oh, you have too much cuts on them, you know, you'll get dress coded, stuff like that. But I'm like, it just depends on the style of the pants, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there that dress up in certain clothes that doesn't go well with the you know, with the pants, right? Of course. And for men, a lot of people say it's like, oh, it's gay if you wear those too, you know? So I'm like, that's why I was like going back to yours. I'm like, yeah, like, but I'm like, it just depends again for the style on the skinny jeans, because there's different styles. And I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
but
like super skinny, sort of skinny,
fitted.
I want to ask, is it uncomfortable for you to wear skinny jeans? Because I feel like when men wear skinny jeans, you know, they're without going into gruesome detail, they kind of need some room.
Yeah. Well, so mine, it was not, it was almost like it was a regular jean, but then it was like mixed with skinny, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like it was half and half.
Okay.
Like to like regular pants to that type of style. But, I seen some guys that wear some tight ones, and I'm like, how do you do it? How?
I guess it's like the male version of like high heels. Like, you know, you look at women and you just see like these, they're on like a stick, and you're just like, how are you walking? And then once you've done it for a while and like you learn how to like walk with that, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Like I got used to like wearing some super high heels, and people are like, does that hurt you? And I'm like, well, yeah, duh. But you know, you get used to it, and then you feel really cute, and then you hear the little clopping noise, and then you're like, wow, that's so fun.
They really dressed themselves up today.
Right. Exactly. So if you don't already know, men's pockets versus women's pockets is horrendous. And I personally think this is a hot take. Okay, this is a conspiracy theory here.
There you go, guys.
I think that women have smaller pockets so they can sell more purses.
Yeah.
Like That I think that is one of the main reasons. I think like in the fashion industry, they're like, oh, you need this purse because your pockets are not big enough.
Yeah.
Because men's pockets are big, but you never see a man with a purse.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Unless
he's gay.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gay.
But seriously, like I've been thinking about this for years where I'm like trying to put my hands in. And sometimes they like sew on like the pockets, but there's no pocket. It's literally just the aesthetic of a pocket.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating. It's like, why is it there? You put in all this effort to make it look like it has pockets when it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to like make pockets.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I went to this store with my mom, and she told me, "You're not gonna buy that because like," and I thought it was very cool. I didn't know this, guys, but like, she just said pockets right now, and it just led me with a little short story about me and my mom going to the store, and I saw this shirt. It wasn't like a pullover shirt. I think it was a pullover. It was like very dressy, but it was like, it had a hoodie. You know those shirts that have hoodies?
Yeah.
It had one like that, but it was weird because the pockets, like they're not there, but like they're like almost like a hoodie, but it's like a shirt. If that makes sense. It's trippy. I thought it was very trippy, guys. When I saw that, I was like, but it was cool but the pockets were like big. So I was like, and they even had some for women.
So we're going to move on. I have a special little activity. Ooh. We're going to be rating some outfits. Boom. I have a cute little presentation for you. Yeah. Yeah. I threw this together at like 1 a.m. last night. So this will be fun. Creative. Okay. So go ahead. I'm going to let you state your opinion on this, and then I'll probably rate it as well.
Okay.
Okay. This is the first one.
Okay.
This is Ariana Grande. Some of them I know, some of them I don't know.
Yeah, I know Ariana Grande. So what I have to rate for this outfit that she's wearing, I think I'll give it like a solid 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I feel like it's too much, but like it's nice at the same time.
Right.
Because like she has like glitter right on there. I'm not, by the way, guys, I'm not a big fan of glitter. Just letting you guys know, because it's hard to get off. It's hard to get off. It's very frustrating. But anyways, but also there's not, she doesn't have that much like jewelry on her too. Like she has rings, she has a necklace, but she could have used earrings to go with the dress. Yeah,
it's very minimal.
Like, you know, and I mean, she probably had her reasons why she chose that, you know, but yeah, that's what I think about it. But overall, I mean, she did a pretty good job on styling herself. So
yeah, well, it was that was a stylist. She saw it. I heard it was like she saw it on like the walkway or something somewhere else. I'd have to look it up, but she saw it, and then originally it didn't have, it's actually custom to her body.
Yeah.
And it didn't have the glitter in it originally, but she wanted to have the glitter. And honestly, so you said like, what was it? What was your score?
7.5.
7.5. I mean, I like it.
You like it?
I like it. It's
so you
really
give it
pretty.
A solid 10. Yeah.
Really pretty. So I would probably give overall style 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I don't care what people say. They're like, oh, I don't like it. But like, I'd say, okay, 9.5 because of the jewelry. The jewelry is very minimal.
I think that's what's missing the most.
Her
I feel
tattooed hands kind of like
it throws it off. I was about to tell you that too. I was like, it throws it off because it just doesn't go. She could have worn with the jewelry she has on. She could have, you know, those women that have those gloves, like the gloves that go with the dress. She could have done that type of a style.
Yeah. To the next one. This is a guy.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of colors for a guy.
Lots of colors. He was like paying homage to like a performer or something.
Wow.
And I don't know how I feel about it.
Me either. It's questionable.
It is very questionable.
But I think so my opinion for him right now is I think that guy has money. He has to have money because by the look, when you look at a certain person with clothing like that,
Mhm.
you could tell they have money.
Yeah.
And I think he was like being very
So sparkly.
spoilish for himself.
How loud was this outfit? Like, was he just going or something?
I don't know. I don't know. He kind of reminds me of like those kings back in the day that wore those.
Oh yeah.
You know.
It's so loud. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know, crunchy.
Yeah.
That's the way I would describe the texture.
He reminds me of a Cheeto.
That's crazy. All right, we're gonna move on for time's sake. But what's your rating of this guy?
Honestly, the way he dressed up, I think I'll give him a solid 8.
Okay.
Just because, like, you know, he looks like he really put himself out there, but just to show people, like, hey,
what's up?
What's up? I got nice clothes on.
Right, exactly. I'm probably gonna give it. He's so crispy. Like all I can think about is like a Cheeto or popcorn or something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And from like the ocean. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
It's hard to choose.
I know. I'm gonna have to go with like I don't even know my opinion. Like I have no opinion on this. I'm speechless. What am I supposed to think? Oh, it's bad. Like it looks good, but also I'm like, this is odd.
I would say though, with what like his shoes. Do you see his shoes at the bottom?
Hey, silver shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, nope. You got some points knocked off. I'm sorry. What did you do? You had it so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna do a 7. 7. I don't know what to think. If I could put a question mark for the rating, I would.
Yeah.
All right, let's move next guy. Oh my. Like, I like the fabric. I like the silhouette, but like the sleeves and like the collar, it just looks like it was put like a giant dainty bow was put on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, geez, I don't know. It is kind of like an homage, but also I feel like she's just like taking up half the room.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
It's just too much.
It's a lot. I mean, it is the Oscars. I mean, they are kind of like a lot in general.
Yeah, they're very a lot out there.
Quick rating, I will say, is I don't know. Like a 6.
A 6.
Or a 7. A 6. 7. I'm doing 7.
Mine's a 3.
3? Oh no. We're gonna make some people mad today. We are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you guys know why I chose 3.
You know why?
I know why
why'd you choose, huh?
Because again, going back what you said, it's too much that she's done. But also to point out, I don't like when women wear like those nose rings, but also
wow.
no, because like it just it depends on the piercing of it. Because that one right there just disgusts me. I can't.
Like the little.
Yeah, but it's big on her. Like you could tell if you zoom in, like it's kind of big. But also just her nails too. Like the nails are long. Like
the nails are scary long. She could like, cat
she could stab
me.
someone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh.
You're like, oh. It's Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
All of these are leaving us speechless.
You know what? He has good music. On some of his music, he has good music.
Yeah.
If I have to rate him really quick, I think I will give him like a 4.
A 4. So he's above Cynthia.
Yeah. But the thing is though, is that I think the scarf is too much. Because the thing I like about his style with that, get a Harry style.
Yeah.
But anyways, because of his suit matches his shoes. Did you notice that? How it's like his shoes are yellow and it matches like his.
Yeah.
And then he mixed up the suit with the black pants to make it go with the pattern of it, which I thought that was like, really stylish. It's just the scarf just threw it away.
Yeah,
because purple, you just throwing it out there like that.
You're gonna hate me.
What?
I kind of like it.
You like it?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's something about it. I think like the top reminds me of Clueless, that movie. And then the scarf is like this purple. And it's like, ew, it's a fluffy scarf. It's like, what is it doing? But it's like, it's kind of like tickling my brain. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I know it's like, you know, a little gay, but
yeah.
I don't know. I like this. I like this.
I could see why he worded though, because then again, most artist people, I mean, they wear very like, flashy stuff or,
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I like it.
I don't know.
It's weird. Okay. Okay.
What?
I'm gonna rate it a 9.
You're gonna rate it a 9? Okay, I'm not mad.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like,
I can
oh my
see why.
gosh. It's like, woo, it's so unique. Usually the men's outfits, like it was hard finding men's outfits because they're like just kind of plain.
Yeah.
But this one was just kind of fun. Last thing I want to say, in my opinion, fashion is not all about you and attracting attention. It's about inspiring others and expressing your personality. Fashion is a language that both genders can speak. You have any final thoughts? We got to wrap this up pretty quick.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, guys, like what Cienna just said right now is so true. And also like you can't judge someone on how they dress too, because they're trying so hard to dress as best as they can. But also, again, it's about the personality on who you are and just fitting the outfits of yourself and what fits best for you too. But also, like in a way, don't feel like, oh, this outfit, I don't know about it. I don't feel like this person's gonna like it.
It doesn't matter.
By the end of the day, it's all about you, what you want.
Yeah.
Don't think about other people, what they want by the end of the day. So that's what I think really about all this, what we said, what we discussed about this episode. So, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and kick you out of this room because class has already started. Funnily enough, it's podcasting class. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. But yeah, keep fashioning up, I guess. Keep dressing up. It increases your confidence and, you just care less about what people think.
Yep.
So, all right. Well,
we'll see y'all.
See ya.
Thanks for listening in and watching. Who won this episode, man or woman? We will have more exciting topics in the next few episodes.
Stay tuned. Please remember to follow us on Instagram and YouTube where you can vote and get all the updates.